All right, I'm going to be changing spark plugs on a 2016 Hyundai Sonata 2.4 liter, which should be good for a 2015 all the way up to a 2019, I think. It's got 150,000 miles on it. I've already changed one, and then I said, you know what, let me go ahead and just make a video out of it. So this is what you got to do. Pull this cover off. It just pops off. Move it to the side. These are your coils. There's a coil. That's a coil. That's a coil. That's a coil. You just unscrew them 10 millimeter. Get your 5/8 spark plug wrench. Get the plug out. Also the threads, I'll be using anti-seize and dielectric grease on the connections. All right, let's go. And make sure you don't drop your spark plugs down in the engine bay. All right, got them. Let's go. I'm gonna start with this one because I've already done the first one. 10 millimeter. Pull the coil. Spark plug wrench. 5/8. Now the rubber in the spark plug wrench is good to get the plug out. These are pretty. Let's see if you can see. See how that looks. So they are in bad shape and do need to be changed. And the factory are NGK, and I'm going back in with NGK. Now when you put the plug back in, the new plug, leave the rubber out of the wrench because the rubber is going to want to stay. So put the rubber in to pull the plug out, but take the rubber off and don't use it to put the plug back in. Let me get my new plug. NGK. Pretty good plugs too. Put some dielectric grease on the tip where the coil wire connects. A little anti-seize on the threads. Not much. Don't need much. Then you can go ahead and drop the new plug in, like so. Screw it in. torque it down to whatever you feel. I just go pretty tight. You know, I don't try to break it. Don't really have a torque setting on it. Put your coil pack back on. Make sure this is plugs in. Make sure you hear it kind of make that little noise like that. Put your bolt back in, 10 millimeter. Go to the next one. Put your rubber back in your socket so the plug will be easy to get out. Oh yeah, this one was real bad. Get your new plug. Grease on the tip. Dielectric grease. Anti-seize on the threads, not much. Just cover like half of a thread. I'll show you how I'm doing it. Put you, yeah, not much, just like half of it, half a thread, and there's my grease. Drop it in. Tighten it up. Coil back in. Make sure it connects. It's in all the way. Bolt. $10 millimeter. And this one is probably going to be a little harder to see, but it's the same process. It's got this little foam in the way right here. That's all right. Bolt, plug, coil, 5/8 with the rubber in it. Out with the old. This was bad too. New plug. Dielectric grease. Anti-seize. 5/8 without the rubber. Drop it in. Now you don't have to use anti-seize or dielectric grease, but I like to. Tighten it up. Coil back in. Make sure it connects. Bolt. Move this out of my way. Tighten it up. Put your phone piece back like it was. And that's about it. Very simple. If you're not making a video out of it, probably shouldn't take more than 10 minutes, 15 maybe. Pop your cover back on. And that is it. We are done.